Hi anyone and everyone, this is Kim the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I am going to do the collective oracle for today, June 5th, 2024. You may follow me on the book, the Insta, the Talk, or the Tube, or not, totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, please do not make it fit. Some things might fit, some things might not. Those that do not, leave them on the table for others. We're going to be using the Timing Oracle. I think I got that on Amazon. Sorry, I got a big hair on me. Love the Empress and Company. What I Didn't Say deck. It's got angel numbers and initials on it. We're gonna use the Rare Rebel, and then the Sensual Rebel for any sexual situation clarification if needed. All right. Hope everybody is enjoying their Wednesday. It's a pretty nice day here. A little rainy this morning, and that tapered off. It's pretty warm out there. I think high 70s, low 80s maybe. I got my air on. It's supposed to be like in the 70s this weekend, so I'll turn off my air then when I'm at home, and I can turn all my fans on. I'm on new fans and enjoy it. Isn't it crazy how the simplest thing could make you the happiest? Like, I love my new ceiling fan. I love it. Shout out to Alfonso and Jimmy at Black Diamond, Lake County, Illinois, because they really kicked ass. Yeah, I was actually going to go to the appliance store today and look at kitchen suites. And then I thought, you know what, I'm going to hold off for a little bit. I'm just going to hold off for a little bit. Like, I got to pay off all my dental stuff. I got to pay off my LLC stuff. And the fan. Which won't be a problem. Okay. This might be more of an oracle and not like a... This might be more of like an affirmations kind of thing. It's very tarot-y out here. I guess some of y'all are going to hate me because there's no love in this at all, other than for yourself. But I love it because I love me. Oh shit. Okay, maybe I spoke too soon. Okay, we're gonna do 2 more shuffle throws. We've got 10 cards on the table. All right. digging it. I'm digging it. Digging it. Get out of here. Wow. Okay. This is cool. This is cool. I love it. I love it. My cat Homer's looking at me funny. Don't you come over here. Don't you ruin this table. I love you, but no. Wow. I freaking love it. Alright. I'm gonna set those there. I got hair everywhere. I know it's my hair, it just weirds me out. It's like I feel like I'm going bald every second of the day. Is that what happens to 40-something-year-olds? Throat chakra. Deep healing. Like, the light's a little off in the camera. Celebration. Sorry, celebration. Slow down. Angels in disguise. Double-edged sword. How do you guys say that? Do you say sword or sword? Sword. I say sword. I don't know. Ancestors? Break free. Soul contract. Commitment. Heart chakra. Third eye chakra. Masculine, feminine, take how it resonates. Doesn't really matter. Whoever you are, you've probably been working on your throat chakra, okay? Some of you might talk a lot. Some of you might speak in public, give speeches. Some of you might sing. I sing in my car on the way home, and people stare at me, but I don't care. You might be a truth teller, okay? You might be a very honest individual, right? You're going through some deep healing, or you have been, or you're coming out of it. You might be working with crystals, okay? Part of your meditation. Yeah. I also feel like, and I've said before, like we're always healing, we're never healed. I feel like if you're into crystals, this might be something that has interested you like your whole life. Okay. Like me personally, I don't know if you ever remember, if you ever went to the mall like in the 90s, I want to say. I want to say the 90s. I want to say like by the early 2000s, the store was gone. But it was the science store. Was it Natural Wonders, I think? They were usually in the mall, and they had like all the science kits and all the really cool stuff. But they also always had like a rock section, and you could like buy rocks, and they had like geodes and all that kind of stuff. It was always really cool. I loved going in there. And I loved going in there really just for the rocks. I really did. I actually had a tie-dye t-shirt that had a skeleton on it, and it said something at the bottom, but the word wore off really fast, and then eventually the skeleton like wore off in bits and pieces. I am not even kidding you. I wore that tie-dye t-shirt almost all through my high school career with a pair of ripped jeans and a pair of fake Birkenstocks, no socks, even in winter in Illinois. Just saying. Tell me I haven't been kick-ass since the 90s. I dare you. I feel like you're celebrating, okay? And I'm not really getting anything like in particular. You're just celebrating you, life. All right? I feel like with the two hands, like with friends, family, you might be seeing someone, possibly, okay? I just said something about the little things, right? The fans. You should celebrate things, even the little things. Even your throat chakra, even your crystals. I feel like with the slowdown card, this is spirit, God, the universe, however you want to refer to them as. I feel like this is not like a reprimand, but more of like a, hey, you don't have to go so fast. You can take your time. All right? Not everything's a race. Your life is only a race when you compete against yourself. You should never be competing against anybody else. And definitely shouldn't be trying to race someone else to the end of the line, okay? For sure not that. But you can take your time. You don't always have to... You don't always have to feel like you have to go at someone else's pace. You know what I'm saying? Like, go at your own pace, whatever that is. And you know, if you're ready to move on and keep doing things and build yourself up, whatever you're doing, then you do that. Angels in disguise. I think this is, again, it's just like the slowdown card. It's kind of like a reminder that, A, you're protected. You have your spirit guides, your ancestors, your angels. You have God, you know, if you believe. I also feel like, too, it's... God is trying to tell you that sometimes angels are in the least likely of places, right? I mean, technically, you could have been an angel to someone. You know, you could have helped someone and they didn't expect it and they were surprised and grateful and thankful, or, you know, or again, you might need help and somebody might help you, you know, an angel in disguise. There's a double-edged sword with this, right? Because we, as awakened beings, as people that are healing, that are growing, that are changing, that are always evolving, like, we want to believe that everybody's good, right? Like, everybody's changing, everybody's healing, but we know that that's not the case. We know that there's a lot of unhealed people out there. And it's up to you to use your resources to weed those people out. And it's not to be mean or vindictive or, like, you know, it's not at all like you should point them out to other people like, that's a horrible person, or that's, I mean, sometimes we do that if we're in our feelings or we have something to say or if it's true, Um, but people are always on their own journey. Like you're on your journey, and, a karmic could be they're on their own journey. Will they ever grow up and heal? I mean, maybe, maybe not. It's not for you to decide. That's for that person to decide what they're going to do with the rest of their life, right? And for us, it's a double-edged sword because we want to believe that everybody's good, everybody has the opportunity to change and heal, and eventually they will, and it's just not always the case. So I think that was Mrs. Pickles at the door. So we as people who are healing, we need to use our discernment, our intuition, to make sure that we don't get taken advantage of ourselves, okay? Again, A, B, and now C, an angel in disguise. Well, is it really an angel in disguise? Or is it a karmic in disguise, right? Somebody sent there to do you wrong and you don't see through it, right? Double-edged sword. Just like with the angels in disguise, your ancestors are there. They're always there. You can communicate with them. You can talk to them. Everybody's ancestors are different, right? Some people, and again, it's just energy. So some people some people are watched over constantly. Some people are not. And I think it just depends on the background, right? Your background. It also depends on where this energy is coming from. If you have an ancestor that decided to move on, get back into another lifestyle cycle, jump on a timeline, the connection there would be different. For sure. But it's always up to you whether you want to believe or not. I usually tend to focus my conversations with God, because I just feel like that's where the real conversation lies. That's where, I guess I would say my energy is best spent, and not to offend my ancestors or my angels or anything like that, but they're there listening. I guess I also just feel like it's more respectful. Hierarchy, if you will. So you're going to be breaking free and coming into a soul contract. This could be a twin flame. It could be a soulmate, okay? Technically, it could just be some type of soul connection with a friend, I would say, except we also have the commitment card. I mean, technically you could say, like a commitment to a friendship, but I mean, let's just be honest. That's not at all what I'm seeing here. Sorry, I don't know if I'm holding that up. There we go. I'm definitely seeing you and another person. It doesn't really matter. Opposite sex, same sex. You're a feminine, you're a masculine. It doesn't matter. What was that, ear book? Sorry, I got distracted. It happens easily. I was born blonde, okay? I feel like this, well, I don't feel, I know this is divinely guided, okay? This connection with the break free card, the two of you coming together in this commitment is really it's gonna impact your heart chakra, okay? And your third eye. It's really gonna enhance it. It might have an effect on them as well if they're into spirituality, if they have their own gifts. I'm not seeing either way on that. The focus is on you, honestly. So I feel like you might have had yourself closed off for a while, okay? I mean, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, when you go through stages of healing, you know, I talked to you guys before about I'll be celibate almost a year now. I don't regret that. I don't regret that at all. Now, you know when I say celibate, I just mean I haven't been with other people, like, you know. And if you weren't doing it by choice, you might have been just doing it out of what you felt was necessity to be by yourself, to hold yourself apart romantically from other people. Just probably because of hurt in the past, you know, being hurt in the past. And that's fine. Everybody has that. Everybody gets that. It's everyone's decision how they're going to deal with that, what they're going to do, that kind of thing. I really do feel like the two of you together, though, you and this soul contract, it's really going to be a positive energy. It's really going to light up not just your world, but the world as a whole. Because every time we put out positive energy into the world, we brighten the world. We enliven the world. We're raising the collective, right? That's what we mean when we say we're raising the collective. The collective. What do you think the collective is? The collective is the world. It is us, all of us combined as one. A bringer of peace for humanity, love, cooperation, understanding. If you thought you had tapped into your third eye already, and maybe you have, or maybe you just have like a high keen sense, intuition, discernment, okay? When you come into this union, your third eye is going to be popping. It takes a lot for me to open up to people after my childhood and how I was raised. 2020 might be significant. The letter Q. It could be you or this person. If when we talk and message a lot, it lights up my life. The number 12. The letter B. We'll do one more shuffle through on this. My work, school hours are so hectic, I have no time to date. I'm really afraid that with you, I will mess this all up. I don't want to hurt you. I was blessed with an intuition too. Huh? What? Look, I said they might have gifts. Gifts. 111122. The letter X may be significant. Letter 1212. Y. One 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 one. The letter G. Can you believe that? Damn. Let's get some time in and see when some of you can expect this soul contract. Not in this lifetime. I'll explain in a minute. Time is frozen. Okay, we're gonna do one more shuffle. Let's see what else we got. Okay. Yeah. So, not in this lifetime. Time is frozen. I think the reason why these two cards came out is because for most of you, this soul contract has been ongoing for lifetimes, if you believe in that. Okay, I have talked before about a masculine that I believe I was supposed to be in a relationship with, a twin flame relationship, in every lifetime. And in every lifetime, it does not work out. And it's, part of a generational curse. It's part of karma, breaking cycles. However you want to say that, that's what that was. Timeline after timeline, me and this guy were supposed to get together, and it never, for some reason, it just never happened. And it's not, I shouldn't say it's not that we didn't get together. We never ended up together. We never stayed together. We were always drawn apart. Now, I believe I met him in this lifetime. I believe I was sent there to get his ass moving because he does not live the best kind of lifestyle that there is to live. I'll just be honest. And I don't know everything there is to know about him and his lifestyle, but I know enough to know that I would never want to be a part of that. Okay? I know, like I said, I know I was there to try and move him onto a better path. All right? I was his angel in disguise. He threw me over for someone else. A turd, actually. A very short, narcissistic turd. And that's fine. He made his choice. The thing is when I came into all of this information and realized this, I went to God and I said, nuh-uh. I said, I left this person because he was treating me like dirt. He was disregarding me as, forget about a lover, he was disregarding me as a human. I don't put up with that shit. I've said that before to you guys. I don't put up with that shit. And I told him I wasn't putting up with that shit. We actually had a very frank conversation. His side of the conversation was a little more ego driven and a little more not really in reality. He accused me of being in love with him after only knowing him for like 3 months. That's not really who I am, honestly. Not at all, actually. So it's very hard for me to fall in love with men and or women, okay? Yeah, that was not the case. And I told him, you know what, this is over. Have a nice life. I hope you find what you're looking for. Later on, months later, when I found out what that was, I told God, I said, I'm not going back to that, just so you know. Like, I'm not, no. I said, you would have to bring that man here 100% straight, and he would have to be able to prove to me that he was done with all the bullshit. The third parties, the alcoholism, the drugs, whatever the hell else he has going on, because I'm betting it's a hell of a lot more than that. And I'm not interested in someone low vibing it in this lifetime. I'm just not. I don't want to align myself with someone like that. I have no plans to align myself with someone like that ever again. And a year and a half later, still hasn't showed up on my door. I consider that a blessing. And I've told you guys before too, this is my last time on earth. I'm not coming back. He knows it. I already told him. I said, I'm not coming back. This was the lifetime to make it all right, to finish it, to put my sword in the ground, and walk away triumphant. And thus far, I feel like everything that I've done and that's not to say like I'm a perfect person or anything like that, but anything that I've done that, wasn't on the kosher side of things, I repent for that. I pay for that in karma, like everybody else. So, yeah. I feel like that's why these cards came out. Something about multiple timelines. You guys were supposed to be together, maybe. Maybe you were supposed to be together on the last timeline. It didn't happen. Time is frozen. You have the power to create the timing by taking your own action. So I think that what that means is when this person comes, first off, I feel like you're gonna know. You're gonna feel it in your bones, kid. All right? And I feel like you might have to be the one to recognize the connection, the contract, okay? And it's not to say that this other person doesn't know, but you might have to be the one to be like kind of pushing things forward, I guess, because with the card it says, I'm really afraid that with you I will mess this all up and I don't want to hurt you. So you might have to be the one to push things along in all of those crucial moments, right? Like, you might have to be the one like, hey, are you going to ever ask me out on a date? Hey, we've been together a year. Are we ever going to move in together? Hey, do you see this long term? Like marriage, family, kids? That, you know what I mean? Like, you might be the one that has to get the ball rolling. I'm not saying that you'd have to do all of those things. I'm just saying you might have to make sure that this person knows that you're okay with progression within the relationship. If when we talk and message a lot, it lights up my life. Again, I feel like when the two of you come together, there's going to be such a deep connection there. Like a primal connection. Like obviously a soul connection, but I guess a lifetime connection. I don't know how else to say it. It takes a lot for me to open up to people after my childhood and how I was raised. You guys might have very similar childhoods, or you might have very different childhoods, to the point where either way, like, you're gonna understand each other, right? This cat's killing me. My work school hours are so hectic, I have no time to date. I feel like this is you saying this, but at the same time, like, when you meet this person, you're going to make room for this person. You're going to make a lot of room for this person. Buddy. You know how, like, in the 80s and 90s, or maybe even today, I don't know, you're not jumping up here, buddy. They used to have the best friend necklaces, right? With the two hearts that go together, best friends, and when you put them together, they go. That's like kind of what the key thing is for some reason. Like, I'm picturing the best friend, but that it's not best friends. Or maybe you technically will be best friends. You know, your connection is going to be that deep. But yeah, I just picture the two little halves of the heart necklace when I look at this. I love it. I love it. Another great read for the day. It's a blessing, as the Oracle would say. Dr. Krista on the talk. All right, you guys. I hope it resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. If anything, I hope you found it entertaining. I will be back on tomorrow after work with an oracle. I hope everybody has a good evening. Bye.